Hey, look at that. I think the chat is working now. So let me restart the contest. Now the chat's working. Sorry guys for that. I don't know what the heck was going on. There's definitely something with YouTube. So let me just give me a minute and I will get it all set up again and we will get this thing going. It looks like the contest is still going. So let's see, type in what's up, Eric? Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, chat's working, guys. So I don't know what the heck was going on. Everyone that entered is still entered on my screen. So if you already entered, you're all good to go. If you didn't enter and it's not working, that is something we'll have to take a look up. What's up, John? All right, so let me change one quick thing in here, and we'll get the ball rolling. That was really strange. I've never seen something like this before. But of course, I come back and everything goes all haywire on me. But that's normal for my live streams, right? So as I was saying, Aaron Reef Aquatics decided to not show up, so I don't know where the hell he is. He's supposed to be here, but I don't know where the heck he is. So let's hope that he comes on here. We're going to be talking about DIY, and of course, the guy that I want to talk about DIY is not here. Um, we did have a guest scheduled this morning. I'm not going to say who, and unfortunately, something happened, and he had a death in the family, so he wasn't able to make it. Unfortunately, which it would have been a great guest, but um, send our condolences out to him. I'm not going to say who it is, but anyway, sorry, I'm trying to get this all squared up for everybody so they can enter the contest and get this silly thing working. It's just one of those mornings, right? So in chat, if you guys want to talk about some of your DIY projects, we can go over them while I get this set up. Let me make sure that the contest is still going. It says that it's still going. There we go. Although it says it's a $50 BRS gift card, it is not a $50 BRS gift card. It is a $50 Home Depot gift card. That is going to be the contest win today. Oh, come on, stupid computer. DIY two-part dosing. So I'm wondering what you're doing there, Eric, with DIY. What do you mean by DIY two-part dosing? Uh, Yeah, it's definitely beautiful here in Phoenix today. I would highly agree. I'm excited to go outside. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, buddy. Okay, so the giveaway's working, so that's good. Now, if I could just get the live stream link to work, that would be fantastic. I don't know what's going on here. Ah, man. What's up, Johnny? Any ideas on a water mixing station on a budget? Well, a lot of people go out and they buy a brute trash bin. You get one at Home Depot, of course. And a lot of people just use a brute trash bin. You can buy those little wheels underneath the brute, so it's easy to move around. You can easily drill whatever you need to in there, and you can mix the water through that. I mean, that's what a lot of people do, Johnny. I find the brute trash bins. I think they're what 45 gallons are perfect. That's what I used to use back in the day until I bought one of those Winesco or Wasnesco, whatever they're called. They're really good. Do it yourself carbon filter skimmer kid cover. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Use WD-40 on the metal pieces and bearings. Yep, absolutely. Um, How's that Trigger Systems Platinum Sump? Yeah, the Trigger Systems Platinum Sump guy is flipping awesome. I will say, Dave, in my reef tank, it's working really well. In my 300, that thing is just it's almost completely done. So I got to come up with I don't know if it's too much flow that's causing the sensor to just keep on bouncing, but I'm gonna have to play with that a little bit. I just haven't had time. Yeah, so Lee's got three brutes on wheels for mixing. There you go. Like I said, the brutes are really very well. Uh, hey Mark, how's the there's no more fires, right? California, I don't know. Are you still working on the fires? It's been a while since I've been on, so how about your do-it-yourself auto purger? Oh, don't even talk about the ACR on my channel. What's going on, Doug? Hey, you're late. Well, so is our guest who decided not to show up last minute. Um, yeah, Jeff makes your own algae turf scrubber. I know a lot of people that make their own algae turf scrubber. Actually, I think it's really cool. I've seen a lot of DIY turf scrubbers. My issue with the DIY turf scrubbers is um, a lot of them that I've seen will, you put them, you hang them over your sump or whatever, and just if you don't get to them quickly enough, they start at least in my opinion, the algae starts falling off and going into the sump. And that's always been the issue with do-it-yourself algae turf scrubbers. Um, having the box and having a thing to collect the loose algae, I think, is important. It's interesting because when I did the install for the Platinum sumps, I made sure that the algae turf scrubber's output goes into the chamber that's before the filter roller mat. So now any loose algae goes right into the filter roller, which is awesome. And I found that to be really cool. Yeah, see, Jeff runs this in the filter sauce. That's the big thing about do-it-yourself algae turf scrubbers. You got to make sure that you're putting them into something where they're going to collect any loose algae. So I'm trying to fix something while I'm doing this, and for some reason, I don't know what's going on. This has been just a weird morning with computer issues. I'm glad everyone came back to the new stream, even though the old stream is still posted for some godforsaken reason. I don't know what's going on here. Um, yeah, it's still showing my old stream. It's very strange. Anyway, I'll fix it later. I'm not gonna worry about it. But hopefully everybody was able to get into the new stream. If they have some buddies or have people that they want to come into the stream, please go ahead and give them the link because it's a new link now and I don't know where it is. Today's giveaway is a $50 gift card to Home Depot. So, do-it-yourselfers, most of us go to Home Depot to get some products. I don't have a Home Depot shirt on today, so I don't work for Home Depot today. So, I work for, as everyone knows, because I have a Neptune shirt, I am an employee of Neptune. So, just remember, just wear a shirt and you automatically are an employee of that company. So, let's see. Yep, John, that's why I'm giving away the giveaway. I think that's perfect. What's up, Glenn? Haven't seen you in a while. Where is the hat? That's a good question, Anthony. I haven't received the hat yet. I don't know if Neptune has not got them in yet. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to bug Terrence. I've been so flippin' busy with work and all kinds of you know, I've been just so busy and I haven't had a chance to do much when it comes to my fish tank stuff. Uh, I don't think so, Lucas. Actually, I find that the best fittings and the best things to get are actually at home. Ace Hardware, sorry. I don't know if everyone has Ace where they live, but Ace Hardware I find to be perfect. Young gentleman, wrench next to people's names means that they're a moderator of my channel, so they get rid of nuisance people um, that I don't want in my channel or that they cause problems. The ribbon eel's doing great. You know, it's interesting that you mentioned it because I haven't fed the ribbon eel, so I don't know what the heck it's eating. Um, I do feed pellets every day, so who knows if they are, who knows if it's eating the pellets or not. I don't. It's just strange. It's still alive, so it's eating something. Yes, Gabe's reef trolls do suck. Uh, get one for me, please. Mark, I don't know where Desert Reef is. I told his ass to get on here. Let's see if he messaged me. I had my phone off because everyone loves to bother me during during live streams. No, I don't know where he is, so we'll see. Michael, you can always ask anything off topic. That's perfectly fine. My do-it-yourself wizard is not here, so I'm riffing quite a bit. I'm not a do-it-yourselfer. Aaron Desert Reef Aquatics really is the do-it-yourselfer, and Jackass decided not to show up. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff here. Let's see. Float switch versus optical switch. You know, that's a good question. We get that a lot. You know, I've always been happy with optical switches because optical switches, you know, when the water hits them, they do things. But there's always a time for maybe something you need with a float switch. Um, the float switches, however, love to just get stuck constantly. At least in my opinion, they've always gotten stuck for me. Um, I don't know. Maybe a float switch would be good for some type of oscillating water. And what I mean by oscillating water is something that's constantly going up and down. That might be a good place for a float switch. Um, I find that the float switch is actually good for like skimmer, anything regarding skimmer collection, whether it's in your cup or it's in a container, because there's always going to be that. I don't know how I'm not even going to measure how much, but there's always going to be there a little bit more of the skimmate that's going to collect, and you want that float switch to hit before that skimmer collects all the way to the top. With an optical switch, once it hits that water, you know, unless you put it like sideways, I guess, if it hits the water right at a specific point, um, I don't know how I'm trying to say this. If the skimmate hits the optical sensor and then you want something to shut off, there's going to be that residual amount. Whereas with a float switch, you can get it a little bit lower into the cup and it's going to hit a little bit sooner. So I don't know. Let me see. Aqua has been great. Yeah, the Smart Aqua Auto Top Off is a great unit for sure. What? I need to send you some of my do-it-yourself fish room. I don't know what that means. Yeah, he's probably digging a hole for his grave right now because I don't know where the hell he is. Great advice, John. John always has great advice, man. John's awesome, except for when he talks about his ACR. So I purchased a very lightly used GHL. Came with two temporos, several extra cables. $260 for a GHL is pretty darn good, if you ask me. Um, I'm going to eventually do more GHL videos. I've just been so freaking busy. I got into it a little bit more like last week, and then I kind of just gave up on it. GHL is really quite difficult to program and really get involved with. Michael, I haven't got my Neptune hat yet. I'm going to bother them next week, see if I can get that hat. Is it worth it buying ice cap cable to connect the Reef Octopus skimmer to Apex? I mean, if you want to control your skimmer, you know, during feed modes, maybe you want to turn it down a little bit so it doesn't overflow during feed modes. I don't know. I've never seen a need to adjust the skimmer flow, honestly. But maybe some other people out there can put some comments in what they use um, adjusting their skimmer. I just never have seen a need. I usually turn it off or on. Uh, It's been a while since I've seen you. Did the guy crash the other day? Well, I'm not sure what that means, Dan. I'm sorry. The guy that crashes is the guy who's supposed to be here. uh, I have a basement fish room on a third floor cube. Would you route from RO tubing or would you carry buckets? Well, Glenn, I have, if you look at my latest video, I kind of go over how I do a couple things with my leader meters, and they travel about 75 feet. I think they can push upwards of 20 to 30 feet. So you could definitely push if you needed to with some leader meters. I love not having to carry buckets everywhere. I do auto water changes. They work really well. Whether or not they're actually doing something to the tank, I don't know. My tank looks pretty good without water changes. For those that know me, know that I'm not a big proponent of doing water changes except for when you need to. Um, I don't know. I think water changes are a good thing, but after you've had a tank for a couple of years, I just don't think it's necessary to do them as often. Um, yeah, I want to ask Desert Reef a lot of stuff, specifically about why I can't connect to the Hydros and give you guys videos. So I gave him the Hydros, right? And I gave it to him so he can do testing, and then totally ghosts me. And then I messaged him. I think I messaged him 4 times this week, and saying that I need to connect to the Hydros so that I can do tutorial videos for you guys, and ghosted. So if that punk sold the Hydros, I swear to God, guys, you're gonna see a new side of Derek. Um, he was driving last time. That's true, John. Has anyone heard anything about the sky? No, actually nothing. We for those that don't know, I do belong to the NSI. I applied for it a long time ago, but no, nothing. Uh, he sold it. Yeah. I'd like to see that side. Which return pumps are you liking? Eric, I've run so many different return pumps, and I run a Neptune on I run a Neptune Core 20 on my Reef, and I run three Vectras on my 300. I like the Vectras because they're really small and they're very strong and they're really good for the 300, and they're really easy to use. How do I change my Apex to dark mode? If you go down on your app, actually I can show you how you get to that. But if you're on your Apex, right? Let's see. And you kind of scroll up a little bit. Let's see if I can do it. You'll get this little gear on the upper corner here. So if you hit the gear, that's where you can do dark mode, right there. So there's a gear that pops up. You kind of move your finger a little bit, it'll show up on the bottom, and then you could do that. That's how you do it. Yeah, chat's acting up today, guys. I don't know what to say. Uh, let's see. What is Sky? Saltwater Junkie Sky was announced by Terrence. It's going to be their new light. Yeah, Reef Octopus return pumps are really good, by the way. I know a number of people that have various pumps, and they really like them. Yeah, Abyss are really good, Brian. Unfortunately, I don't need that much power, and they're so expensive. Um, I do have, a Royal exclusive skimmer, and I like how their pump works with their controller, but the Abyss are really nice. I do agree with you. Um, Johnny, it's a good question. I'm going to tell you one thing about cameras, and I've told this, I think, in previous streams. Don't look for cameras that are more secure. And let me explain why. Um, let's just say someone was to hack into your camera. All they're going to see is your fish tank, So it's not that big of a deal. So get the cheapest camera you can buy that, even doesn't have a username and password, will usually be the best and work the best. That's what I have found. Uh, Potassium hydroxide for raising pH. I've never really heard of that. I don't watch any of his videos, so I'll have to take a look at that. Um, So dark mode for the desktop app, Lucas, depends on the browser you're using. I use Chrome, and dark mode I can turn off and on with Chrome on my Neptune, and it works just fine. Let's see. Jim, I don't know. We're having some weird, strange issues today with YouTube. It's not me, I promise. Uh, let's see. Yeah, CJ, Glenn, I'm sure most of the people here know. CJ makes some of the greatest pumps. They're extremely quiet. I don't know about their larger pumps. I haven't really looked at them, and now they got that STC line, so we'll see. We'll see the longevity of them. Uh, Cody, a lot of people say that. Interestingly enough, a lot of people say I work for Neptune or that I'm biased to Neptune, which is interesting because I'm not, and a lot of people believe I am. Um, I did a lot of videos on GHL. I did a lot of videos on not a lot of videos. I'm sorry. I did a couple videos on the hydros. I had them on my stream. I spoke to them about all the things I wanted to discuss. Um, but I only I only have a lot of videos on Neptune because I know it and because I've had Neptune for 10 years. So it's not necessarily a bias towards Neptune. It's just um, an expertise in Neptune that I like to provide to my viewers. So it's not necessarily that I'm biased towards it because there's a lot of Neptune products I actually don't like, and I've actually talked about it, and I wish they would, fix a lot of their issues. But no, I'm not. I wouldn't consider myself biased towards Neptune. More of just knowing Neptune and the fact that it's been in my house for so long that I just it works great for me. Um, let's see. My IP camera in Fusion has stopped working for the latest. Works fine and it is sitting in Chrome. Well, there's a one thing that I want to mention, Reef Keeper. I don't know if this is your issue, but for those that don't know, they're getting rid of Adobe Flash Player. When I say they, most web browsers and most websites will no longer be able to support Adobe Flash. So if your camera uses Adobe Flash, it's also not going to work. And again, I'm just throwing that out there as a guess. I don't know if that's actually what's causing the issue. Steph, I don't always wear a Neptune shirt, by the way. I have multiple shirts. If you look at my streams, I've wore Hydro shirts. I've wore Live Aquarius shirts. I don't have a GHL shirt because they've never sent me one, or I've never seen where one you can buy one. So I don't have one. Um, I know, Cody. I just wanted to throw that out there. I wish they would fix their power heads and stop ignoring their bad reviews and customer concerns. Well, that's a great point, Glenn. I've heard that from a number of people that their customer service can be lackluster from time to time. Um, I think all of them are like that, honestly. I think every company, with the exception of Ecotech Marine, I found Ecotech Marine's customer service to be quite amazing, to be honest with you. Um, so, yeah, Brandon, I own a lot of shirts, and soon to be a hat. Yeah, I have a bulk reef supply shirt. I have a Marine Depot shirt. Uh, I know, Steph. Every stream someone mentions my shirt. It's okay. What camera do you recommend for Apex? That question comes up a lot, Frederick. Um, I know a lot of people, I believe, use Waze cameras. I don't know if that's the right one I'm thinking of. Honestly, if you get just a cheapo one on Amazon that supports HTML streaming or RTSP streaming, it should work. Um, no gear icon, no show. Yeah, you have to kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. You kind of have to just like move your finger. So you notice on mine, I have an iPhone 12, right? You just got to move your finger a little bit and then it will show up. You see how it's kind of showing up down there? It's kind of annoying, but it will show up. If you just keep moving, it'll show up down there. I can't do it backwards, but yeah. Um, I think what we'll do, guys, is we'll have some shirts made. I was thinking about doing it probably, I don't know, 3 weeks ago during Thanksgiving, and I just totally forgot. But yes, we're gonna have some Reef automation shirts soon. I have a company that makes, hats and shirts for my business, and I'm just gonna use them and have some Reef automation shirts. I don't know if I'll sell them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I don't even know if anybody will buy them. I know some of you guys might buy them, but we'll see. I might start making something. Uh, Dan, not highly, I 100% guarantee that they're going to do that. I've already spoke to them. I mentioned this to them. They are 100% going to do hardwired, um, um, hardwired things. They will. Well, that's awesome, you guys, that you guys would buy shirts because I'm humbled by that. I don't know why anyone would buy a Reef Automation shirt, but hey, if you guys want to buy one, then that's awesome. And I'll sell them for cheap, so we'll see. Um, let's see. Glenn, I think you can upload a JPEG to the tile. Does it not work for you? I'm confused. I'm sorry. I want to pick up a new Wi-Fi router. Is secure? Any recommendations? Um, Michael, I install networks for a living, and most Wi-Fi routers are secure. So it's kind of, I don't really have an answer for you on that. Charles, NOPO4 tester. Who knows if they'll ever come up with that? As you guys know, I don't know what they do. Uh, Make sure to get some fat guy shirts. Yeah, there'll be all kinds of sizes. You kidding? I'll even make women ones too. I don't get a lot of women on my streams, but you know. Let's see, use to collect shirts because people trying to just make sure I'm following everybody here. 3XL, damn dude. I'll get all kinds of sizes. I'll even make tiny ones for the smaller people. Yeah, Philly mesh routers are garbage. I'm just kind of gonna let you know. I know networking guys. I know I'm just throwing that statement out there. But mesh routing is garbage. Let's see. Where is that son of a bitch? He said he was coming on, but he would be late. It looks like he's just not coming at all. Um, don't make one for Red Desert Reef Aquatics. Have you done any videos on the Dostronic and their line of products? Charles, I did do a video on Alcatronic. I did have an Alcatronic for a while, and I really like the Alcatronic, honestly. And it's great. Now my camera actually tells me when it's about to go. So there you go. Aaron and his mom are having breakfast. Triple XM. I've never even heard of that. We got 31 people entered into the contest for a Home Depot card. I know it's a little, not normal, but yeah, I thought Home Depot would be a good giveaway for today for do it yourself, which we haven't really talked about because my guy who does do it yourself isn't here. So I'm kind of riffing as much as I can. He was supposed to be here. Dude, I'm not going to spend the time talking about Chrome dark mode. Go online and find out how to do it. Uh, let's see. Lucas kind of went off on this. He's got a good point, but I'm not going to go into networking today. Um, hey, all you big guys, I will have shirts for you. Don't worry about it. Just we're gonna have to figure out what the shirt's gonna be, and there's a lot of stuff. So What is DIY on your system? Well, I mean, Aaron built a lot of stuff. I mean, he built my stand. It's all built into the wall. Um, I don't know if that really called do it yourself, but it was a lot of work for sure. Do a tutorial on changing dark mode. Can I get Reef Automation blanket and throw pillows? Yes, I'm gonna be the My Pillow guy now, or Mr. Pillow, whatever that guy's name is. Don't let Aaron. Oh, he's not. Oh, he's not. He's not gonna be designing shit. You kidding? Yeah, that's a good idea. Batfish killer shirt? Absolutely. Yeah, we have a Facebook group, Frederick. It's Reef Automation. I run a manual combined. Yeah, you've asked that question. I thought we answered it last time, but we will go through that. So on every hour, it does the test. Okay. Now, if you manually run a test at 11:55 and at noon it's going to do the test, right? It's only going to do the one test because at noon it's scheduled to do the test. So if it does a test at 55 and it ends at 12:05, that test is never going to happen. And then it's going to wait until the next hour to do the test. Correct. Luke has just mentioned exactly what happens. Um, how about auctioning an hour of your time? That's a good idea, Howard. And this is coming from Howard, guys. That we did an hour and a half. And what we did is we took your old Apex and put it onto the new Apex live. It's a very lengthy video, but it's on my YouTube. I think it's like an hour and a half, Howard. And yeah, he got an hour and a half or two out of me at night for free. So that's actually not a bad idea. I don't know what you'd want me for an hour to do. Breakfast with mom shirt. Oh, we should make. Oh, that's a good one. We should make. We should Lee. We should make. We should just put Lee on the shirt, Reef Automation, and then like Batfish Killer or something, and then his mom, or I don't know. We'll come up with something. Uh, I would say 3D printing is DIY. I really believe that. Um, so what I want to talk about DIY, guys, is smart things, and I've talked about this before, and I think Dave, that's in the channel here, we've had some lengthy conversations about smart things. This is what I consider do-it-yourself automation. So everyone knows you can buy an Apex, you can buy a Hydros, you can buy a GHL, you can buy all these products that are controller based that you can program whatever the heck you want with outlets and all these things. But there's all these other companies that if you go to like Home Depot, for instance, or you go to Lowe's or you go to Amazon or whatnot, you can buy Wi-Fi outlets, Wi-Fi strips, all kinds of different things to do automation. Now, what's great about smart things, and I don't I don't work for Smart Things. I don't really care about their products most of the time, but um, one thing about the Smart Things products is they have a lot of fish tank oriented items. So I use Smart Things for a couple different things on my tank. So I use the Smart Things hub. For those that don't know how it works, you get a hub and then it works off as Zigbee. The fact that it works off as Zigbee and not Wi-Fi is the part that I like about it. Zigbee is a lot more reliable than Wi-Fi outlets and Wi-Fi switches because that's dependent on your Wi-Fi and internet in the house. Zigbee, however, is a completely different protocol that isn't reliant on your internet or your network or anything. It works completely independent. So what you do is you can buy um, a Smart Things hub, right? And then you could buy. They have water sensors, leaks sensors. They have um, open and close sensors. They have plugs, of course. They have motion sensing. They have all kinds of different things that are Zigbee product, and you can program them to do different things. So, for instance, in my tank, I have when I open up a door, I have my lights come on. And all I needed to buy was this small little sensor, and they're really cheap. I think they're like $15 or $20. You buy the little sensor, then you buy the plug, which is another $20, and you're done. That's it. And that's my favorite type of automation when it comes to do it yourself. Um, you don't have to run any wires, it's all wireless. It's very reliable. The only problem I have with it is the battery. So, depending on how much you work on your tank, so for me, I work on my tank quite a bit. And every time you open up that door, it's going to trigger your automation, right? That battery and those sensors just don't last because if you're opening your door and closing it a lot, those sensors aren't used to, let's say, open and closing as much as someone might do. It's more meant for like a window sensor. So I believe that they're great, but just make sure you buy a lot of batteries if you're going to use them. Will you have links for the Zigbee products? Jim, they are, look up Samsung Smart Things. Yeah, Mikey, the Hydros has been really good. I haven't heard a lot of bad things about it so far. I want to do videos, but my fellow sidekick extraordinaire hasn't got back to me. Um, yeah, you could do relay boards. Jeff just mentioned relay boards, do it yourself, breakout boxes. I see a lot of different things out there. Um, we have Harry Singer, who's been on here a few times, and he builds all kinds of different things. I mean, really, there's all kinds of different do-it-yourself boxes, and there's all kinds of switch boxes out there. I mean, you can go crazy. I use the switch boxes that Harry made for me to do all kinds of things. Like I have one for my sump light, I have one for my skimmer. I have one for my auto top off, I think, and leak. So I have a little switch that when I'm working on the tank, I just hit that and goes to maintenance. Or let's say I need to clean the skimmer. I hit that button, skimmer shuts off. I find those to be really great for easy do-it-yourselfers. And again, you can just use the breakout box to do that. And it's just a switch. You just plug it right into the um, breakout box board, and you can actually go to Home Depot and buy a doorbell button or any type of button. You just push the button and it will do something for you. I have not used any of those Reef Pi, Arduino, any of that stuff. I don't find it to be very reliable, and this is the reason why I don't like it. For those that know or don't know, I have a Reef bot and it runs off of the same stuff, and I have tons of issues with my Reef bot. So I'm not going to rely on my tank on any of that Reef Arduino or Reef Pi stuff. I'm just not going to rely on it. Um, let's see what this code. Let's see. Harry has breakout box for Hydros now. He sure does. I have 3 buttons for my breakout box. Yep. Let's see. Charles had a question. With this code, what is the on time and which is the off time? Okay, 20 minutes, 40 minutes. Okay, so then off. So it's going to be, I hate OSCs. 20, it's going to be off for 20 minutes. It's going to be on for 20 minutes, off for 20 minutes, on for 40 minutes, I believe. Someone might have to check that for me. For power outages, what would you recommend is the best way to have battery-powered air pumps to automatically switch on? So Valhalla, interesting. I'm playing that Assassin's Creed Valhalla game. But anyway, I don't believe. Here's my opinion. I don't believe in battery backup air pumps, and I've had this. Here's how I explain it. So battery backup air pumps are great. Don't get me wrong. They're cheap. You can put them in, and they will work pretty well. It's so much easier to just have a pump on a battery backup than to do a air-powered battery backup. And what I mean by a pump is a power head. So any power head you buy out there, go and plug that into like an APC battery backup. Just plug the one pump in, and you're done. and plug your power head into it, and that would be my recommendation. And that will last you, depending on your power head. If it's a DC power head, it might not last as long, but if it's an AC power head, like a maxi jet even, you could just throw a maxi jet in the tank. That thing will last for hours. And that would be my recommendation. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff about Reef Pi and software. I'm talking about the hardware, not the software. Anyone that's using one of those stupid little Raspberry Pis to run their tank, I am not going to recommend it ever. Just not going to. It is indeed 100% in my ReefBot, and it is indeed crap. I've had to replace the SD cards. I've had to replace the boards. I don't trust that stuff worth a damn. Maybe the software is good, but I'm not going to rely on that to run my tank. I'm just not going to. And again, as a computer programmer, I write software for a living. I understand how it all works. And someone had mentioned I need to get some experience on it. I don't talk about any of my Reef automate, or I'm sorry, any of my general programming and my general job on my stream. But as a software engineer, yes, you could write really good software for it and it will work really well. My concern has always been the hardware, however. So I guess it depends on your hardware. Maybe if you're running it on a really good computer, then maybe it will work really well. I don't know. Would like to do it yourself? Need a video for dummies that spells out everything with step by step or suggestions? Where would you look? Um, yeah, that's a question for our buddy who's not here, unfortunately. I don't have an answer for you. I don't do it-yourself battery backups. Again, that's another subject that I would not rely on my tank. Any type of, car battery, car batteries don't do very well over time. Then again, these APCs, I got to replace the battery every so often. Let's see. He's getting flustered with this topic. No, I'm just trying to deal with some other stuff here with my computer, of course, not working. I do not see any info on this ReefBot thing. I don't know what you're asking, but 100% the ReefBot has a Raspberry Pi inside it. Yeah, that's a good point, Jeff. Yep, Alcatronics run on Raspberry Pi also. Uh, wow, you guys really like this Raspberry Pi. Let's see. 500 or more. I don't know when the Mastertronic is coming out. It's one of those things like the Ion Director. You never know when these things are going to come out. They're just in development forever. Um, I don't know. These companies say they're going to come out with things, and then we wait and wait and wait and wait, and then they come out. So we just got to wait. Let's see. Okay. By the way, Reef and Robbie, haven't seen you in a buddy. Haven't seen you in a long time, man. Hope everything's well. How's your tank going? Let's see. We got 39 people entered in the contest today. Awesome. Today we're giving away a $50 gift card to Home Depot. Yeah, I mean, you could probably use a storage shed. Here in Arizona, I wouldn't recommend a storage shed. It's just a little too hot. Uh, Hat is the biggest hat is the biggest do-it-yourself mistake you have done. What is? Let's see. I'm trying to think of all the stuff that I've done. Yeah, I used to put these stupid fans. This is a long time ago, by the way. This is probably I don't know, 10 years ago. I used to put my those little computer fans into the whatchamacallit, the canopy, and a bunch of them. I had like four of them because I had metal halides in there. And for those that have never used metal halides, is they get so hot. So I had these little fans in there. That was probably the worst thing I've ever done. So those fans over time, because I had cut them into the wood of the canopy, and for those that don't know me or know me, I'm not very good with cutting wood and doing certain things. So they were in my canopy, and all of a sudden, after like 6 months, all the fans just dropped into the tank, and the entire electricity just went out, and everything in the tank pretty much died from this weird, crazy electrical thing that happened with the fans. All the fans literally fell into the tank, and I'll never do that again. Never. Now, this was back in the day, guys. What, probably 10, 15 years ago when they didn't have the fans integrated into the lights. So, my metal halides were sitting up there, and I had put them in the canopy, and all the fans just fell in the tank. And then, yeah, that was really bad. Yeah, Doug, I'm not doing dark mode. We're not. We're done with dark mode. Dark mode was like 20 minutes ago, dude. You keep working with Chrome. Let's see. What's up, Dave? You said hi twice. I see hi. Hi, hi. What is your view of the EB832? Have you had any problems? I know a lot of people that actually have had a lot of issues with the EB832s. I don't have any EB832s with the exception of one, and that one EB832 is running my chiller. Uh, and honestly, it has been fine. I haven't had any issues with it, but I have only one. Everything else in my system are EB8s and EB4s, and they are very reliable, and I've never had any issues with them over many, many years. The EB832s, I have it running. My Trident, I have it running. Let's see. I have my Trident, my Core Pump, and I have it running my Dose, I believe. And it's worked for just fine for me. So again, I'm not running a lot of them. I know that there's a lot of people that have had issues with them. So what's up, Rogue? Did you ever use the Apex Lunar Lights? I have not used their Apex Lunar Lights. I've never had a need for it because I've always had a Radeon or something that I can just make lunar with that. Uh, Yeah, special. Yeah, right. Douche canoe. That's a great. That's a great one. We're gonna add that to the list, guys. His name is now Batfish Killer, Douche Canoe, and anything else you guys can come up with. Douche. He's the DIY guy, and I'm gonna be here. Yeah. Well, hour later, not here. I am not using calc in an ATO. I haven't used that for a long time. I just don't like calc. I think a lot of people have um, have spoke to me about calc. Devin from Reef Dudes did some calc, and I don't know about you guys out there. I've never liked it, especially in conjunction with everything else. There's better and easier ways I find to raise pH. I have a CO2 scrubber and it works really well. Um, let's see. Do you have a video on program the Apex as a timer? I think I have a video on timing. It's quite simple. Depending on, you can use an OSC for timers. You can use just if time between this time and this time on and off. Um, yeah, he probably is gaming. Last stream, you guys don't remember, he knew he was going to be on, and he was up till 4 in the morning playing Minecraft. So who knows what he's doing. Uh, I drip calcium into hits. Yeah, I know a lot of, like I said, Reef Keeper. I don't think calc is a bad thing. I just personally I don't like it. I don't the amount of potential issues. The fact that you have to make the calc, I know they have calc stirrers, but you got to take the calc and put it, and the calc is so messy, and I don't know. I just don't like calc. That's just my opinion. Who has a PS5? No one has a PS5. Would you help with pH issue using other than calcium reactor? Let's see. Would you help with your pH issue when you use? Oh, I see what he's saying. Um, I use a CO2 scrubber on my skimmer, and that seems to work really well for me. I mean, I don't know. Oh yeah, Lucas, he's doing a lot with himself. Yeah, this is Bash Desert Reef Aquatics Day because I needed him on here and he's not here. John, notifications work like anything else. You can actually program the notifications to do just about anything you want. You can have it. Hell, I have a notification to tell me when the battery's low on the sensors. So, yeah, calcium reactor is awesome, Brian. I wish I could have a calcium reactor, but I'm done with calcium reactors. I've been using the 3-part balling, and my system's been doing really well. So I'm pretty much done with that. Let's see. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about do-it-yourself today, but unfortunately we didn't get to because our buddy decided not to show up. We did have a guest scheduled also this morning. Hopefully he'll be on next week. Let's see. So we got 39 people entering the contest. We're going to run the contest now. The winner today is going to win a $50 gift card to Home Depot. It's just like any other normal stream. The winner needs to have participated. I have to have seen them in the stream. And you have to be part of the Facebook group. And you will want to PM me on Facebook if you are the winner. You should have Brandon Schreiber on as a guest. Brandon, you want to be a guest? Ghosting Reef Automation by Desert Reef. It's a blank shirt. I'm going to pull out a shirt, guys. Dude, Farm Martin, I've been trying to get Randy on here forever. Everyone knows. Actually, people don't know that I announced 2 weeks ago. If we get Randy on the stream, you guys can start a hashtag or whatever you want. We get Randy on the stream, I'm going to give away another Trident. So that's how big it is to get Randy on the stream and how difficult it's been. So anyway, so let's run the contest again. $50 gift card to Home Depot. Oh, don't worry, he's going to get ripped. I'm seeing him later today. I'm meeting him at a house in about an hour. So he's going to get ripped all right. All right, here we go, guys. So the winner today, he's actually won, I think, before. I'm pretty sure Kirk has won before. The winner today is Kirk Oldfold. I don't know, did I say it right? Old Ford, sorry. Kirk, are you here? I know, Reef Keeper. Everyone just reach out to Randy. If you know Randy, even if you don't know Randy, anytime you see him on a stream, say, go on Reef Automation's stream, because he's going to give away a Trident if he will get his butt over here. Trust me. I have messaged him multiple times. I have even tried to reach out to Neptune and all these other people. Man, I don't think Kirk's here, so we're gonna re-roll this. Unfortunately, you got to stay till the end of the stream. I don't even know if Kirk really participated today, unfortunately. So I know Randy. It's got to be Randy Russell, and he's got to be an employee of Bulk Reef Supply. Hell, even if you get Ryan from Bulk Reef Supply to come on, I'd be happy. All right, we're going to run this again, guys. So the winner today is J Fusion. J Fusion is on here all the time, so congratulations to J Fusion. Hopefully he's still here. I've tried to get a hold of Randy so many times. I met Randy one time in person. He's a really nice guy, so I'm not going to give him shit. But it would be really nice if he would just get back to me and be like, hey, I'll be on your stream in January, or hey, I'll be on your stream in February, or at least get back to me. And Randy, if you ever are watching my streams, which I don't know if you do, we really want you to come on. And again, you're going to have a huge stream because we're going to be giving away a Trident. So congratulations to J Fusion. Hit me up on Facebook to claim your prize. We're going to get going. I got to do some work. Guys, I apologize for the glitches in the beginning of the stream. I appreciate you for hanging with me. I got some people coming on. I definitely have some guests coming on. So this is gonna get yeah, we'll talk about Reef Pi. Let me do some more research on it, Lucas, so I have more um, bullet power. Bullet power. That's not the word. Firepower. There you go. Against the conversation, so I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, thanks again for guys. Go after Desert Reef because he's going to be in trouble now. And yeah, we got a lot of good videos coming out. I apologize, I've been a little bit slow lately. This is my busy season of the year. December and January are really busy for me. So if you don't hear from me, you don't see from me a lot, just know I'm still around. I'm still trying to help out you guys, but I might be a little slower than normal. So you guys have a good day, good weekend, and hope to see you next week.